What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about Lucid. I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down what's really moving it, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So Lucid is down 2.82%, 252 the low, 261 the high. Rather low volume, so 72 million shares being traded, 108 is the average. Majority of the volume being done today is linked to algorithmic trading. You can kind of tell that as well based on a lot of the barcoding. But you're not really seeing institutions buying up Lucid as much as you would have anticipated, although all the transactions being done so far on the secondary market are buys, but to not the same extent that I would have anticipated, at least, because what came out early this morning during the pre-market was Trump. And I think he kind of just woke up on the wrong side of the bed because he kind of went after Apple and the EU this morning. So Trump did threaten the EU with a 50% tariff starting June the 1st. So I think in reality, the market's starting to believe that this is just a scare tactic because we've seen Trump do similar type of stuff and then ultimately he kind of pulls it back to what it originally was or something else. So we'll have to wait and see, but majority of the market is starting to get bought back up with the exception of Lucid. So Lucid is still lagging. Even Tesla just turning green right now. So Tesla is up 0.1, Rivian is down 1.13, and then Lucid, like I said, is still lagging. And the reason why Lucid is lagging is because of shorts. So at the time of doing this video, shorts are increasing net 2.48 million shares, 28.81% of the free flow is being shorted, works out to be 355.28 million shares overall are being shorted. So what is happening today is them trying to break Lucid on a technical standpoint. So I'll go over that near the end of the video, which will make more sense. But normally going into a long weekend, you actually have shorts returning some shares because they don't have to pay for unnecessary days. So normally, at least 9 times out of 10, they're returning. So today is very abnormal, and I think it has a purpose, and that purpose is to kind of break Lucid on a technical standpoint. No articles, no news associated to Lucid, so it is just merely piggybacking off the broader market. You did see Lucid Oasis post some pics from Geneva, so this is a good thing. So this is at the Geneva Open, so we haven't heard on any ambassadors. I would have anticipated based on this might have been a good transition point for them to unveil that, but maybe we still have to continue to wait. And I think just generally looking back to what was promised so far, Mark, I think maybe this is why shorts have been really doubling down. Mark has really promised quite a lot, that a lot of studios would get, a lot of everyone would get Gravities for test drives, and that we'd hear from a good marketing campaign for the Gravity. We'd hear about a big ambassador. So far, we haven't heard anything. So I feel like this is also why maybe shorts are doubling down. Just so far, Lucid seems to be delaying on their marketing a little bit, but nonetheless, a lot of good picks, as you can kind of see right there. So Lucid compromised nothing. And so yeah, hopefully we get some more picks over the next couple of days on this. So let me know your viewpoint on that in the comments below. Looking at the options, 832,000 in calls, 426,000 in puts. 57% of all the options being done are bearish in nature, and most of that actually was done in the last about hour, as you can kind of see, even pulling this up right here. So you have a lot of bearish options, and all seem to be 250 puts are being purchased for June 20th, 2025. So in 28 days time. I'm not really sure exactly where that is coming from, but definitely does stand out. On my Patreon, I post every single day a quick analysis of what big money did through options, not just with Lucid, but on a larger scale. And even though the broader market, for the most part, has been kangaroo, kind of up and down all over the place, majority of the big institutions have been really betting against the market. No different than I think 2 videos ago, I brought up how there was $1.97 or $1.9 million in premiums of institutions betting against Lucid, that it'd be sub $1.50. by, I think it's 2027. So it's definitely an interesting type of scenario. I think this 28-day target is most likely the Fed meeting, but we'll just have to, I guess, wait and see. Based on this, the bulls do feel that going into next week, you'll see roughly around that $3 range. Bears for it to be sub 250. With today being Friday, though, at the open interest, you have 3,000 at that 250, and then 32,000 at that 3. So it would have been really nice for Lucid to close above 3 for this week. That would have caused a nice little gamma squeeze, but unfortunately no dice. Now Lucid just has to stay above that 250 for that 3,000 to be in the money. Aside from that though, with that 258 trading between this S1 and this S2, so 253 is a strong support. And it kind of bounced off that general area for the low today, so we do know going forward that's a strong support. And then flip side, 262 is that next strong target slash resistance, which similarly it bounced off of for the high. So kind of just stuck in limbo between here, but no new analyst ratings or anything like that on a side note. But on a technical standpoint, this is why I do feel shorts are trying to guide Lucid lower, because it was kind of trading between that 200 and 100-day moving average for the last little bit. Unfortunately, today was kind of that breaking point where it did break below that 100. So essentially now trading between that 150-day moving average. So that 50-day moving average is $2.46, and historically is a huge deal for Lucid. Every time Lucid does either break above or below, it usually causes like a 30% swing. So at the end of the day, that might be short's bigger plan to really break Lucid on a technical standpoint. So today might have been kind of the first step, and then again, just watch for that 246. So let me know your thoughts on Lucid. What's your viewpoint on shorts? Seem to be like hell-bent on really bringing Lucid down. Like I said in a couple of videos ago, I did feel initially, like years ago, that it was because of Peter. Maybe Peter just rubbed someone the wrong way or something. But now with Peter's departure, I think it is literally the PIF. Someone really hates the PIF. So it'd be interesting to see once that new SEC transparency rule kicks in play we'll be able to find out who exactly is shorting Lucid and maybe why. Why are they really shorting Lucid? Is it because of the PIF? Or maybe is it just Tesla's competitor? I don't know. What's your general thoughts? But nonetheless, have a good weekend. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Pop over to my Patreon and get buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, many of which have been absolutely on point. So definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.